Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
And don't forget to brush your teeth day and night with Pepsodent. Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter, and I'll tell you why it is Pepsodent Cavity Fighter later on after Cyril also tells us more about it. Want to continue, Cyril, or I should just go ahead? Okay, anyway, it is fortified with profluoride and microcalcium ingredients. It seals tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. There's a reason that you can afford it, because it comes in various sizes from 175 all the way to the 12-gram sachet as well. Very affordable. So don't just use toothpaste, use Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter. This morning, breaking news, Cyril said Pepsi, but it's all good though. Yes, please, he said Pepsi. We didn't tell you anyway. All right. I've got my boy. Also, do you know that St. Peter's, this is the for 67 years they didn't have assembly hall.
Assembly hall.
It's okay.
I was blown away.
How? Assembly hall.
Bro, so where were you assembling?
The drama.
Yeah, so now we want to.
Let me put you on the spot. Hey, shut up.
The drama.
Okay.
As a journalist, as two journalists,
all right, sure.
I'm putting both of you on the spot to stop misleading the general public. It's not that the school had a need for listen. It's like coming to listen.
Yes,
it's like coming to It's like coming to somebody's house. It's like coming to somebody's house and saying that after 10 years you are now getting a swimming pool. It was never needed.
The assembly hall wasn't needed.
It wasn't needed.
So what were you assembling?
That's what I'm saying. That the school is built within a seminary, and the whole activities of the school follows the whatever. How do I say it? The structure around the seminary. So it's not your Achimota or your Presec where we need a point of convergence. You are at mass at 6:30 every day. So anything that needs to be announced, discussed, is announced at mass. We have an stadium space where we converge for non-religious activities or any other activities for houses, etc. And then our dining hall, which is a big edifice, right? Even when at full capacity, sits about only 2/3 of people. So we don't need it. No part of our school structure.
67.
That's what I'm saying. That they said for examination, because the capacity of the school has grown. We've taken on more people.
Exams?
We've taken on more people.
Anyway,
we don't need it. It's not needed. The news reportage is misleading. As if there's been a handicap. As if there's been a handicap of writing exam. No, I am. Listen, no. I'm not going to. I'm not wearing an email. So whatever the producer is telling you, tell her to speak quiet.
She's not saying anything.
I'm telling you. No, I'm
with you. I have to be with him because I went to say
guys. No. You introduce them. They are fine. They are also fine. They are fine. No, you're fine. No, the reportage is misleading. It's not. No, we don't have one, and we've never had one, and we didn't have the need for it. We've taken on extra capacity on students, so now things are not feasible. Like writing exams in the classroom. When I went to school, and there was only 18 people in the room, writing exams was not a problem. But now that you might have 50 people in the room, the need has come, and somebody has donated.
In the reportage, the
reportage is misleading, and whoever wrote that reportage.
Which was an interview by the chaplain, showed a lot of excitement.
Yes, but that's not. He's not been a chaplain for 67 years, so it's possible that he can also.
So basically, when Ghana, for the period that Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah gained independence, what you want to say is that St. Peter's has not needed.
I beg you,
an assembly hall. So it's okay, it's cool, but we'll discuss it on Friday because in the interest of time, it's already 20 minutes gone already.
Put your assembly hall on the table.
Yes.
Cyril, don't mind them.
But we will listen.
Okay.
Naa Okailey, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Even though we are going to discuss effects of skin bleaching, I want you to understand that if this gentleman, it were at Chimota School that did not have an assembly hall, like today, I won't sleep. Like, in fact, there'll be an artwork
We didn't
to
know
it,
this information.
but
Step
we'll
Step on
discuss
his
it.
neck, Step on his
We
neck.
didn't know this information earlier.
He's lucky.
About time.
Wow. Okay.
So,
She
please,
fight.
what did she say?
Step on his neck.
Oh, of course. We will deal with this situation. All this explanation about why you don't have the assembly hall. And
Then
all
they
this.
give her eyes. You start
But
to give her
listen,
eyes already.
Once I was
We were clean
black
2 minutes ago.
and
I'm so
broke,
cool with you.
Oh no,
but
no, no,
when
no.
I started using some cream, I bleach.
Established.
I bleach. So, some people are very keen on changing their skin color from either black to white or white to black. I shouldn't be saying black and white, but from fair, or light skin, from being dark skin to light skin. And usually they use all kinds of creams and all. There might be a psychological approach to understanding to this, as well as, all that. I don't know what glory you're going to get in being light skinned, but we'll hear from the light skinned people, we'll hear from the dark skinned people. As in this room, there's a fine balance of light skin and dark skin in this room. But this morning, Chris, welcome. And thanks for bringing Naa to the studio as well.
It's another Tuesday.
It's another Tuesday. Yes. But just a quick reminder as well, Waka Now has got amazing offers for us this morning. So if you want to take a dreamy vacation, work with Waka Now at any of the travel centers in Accra, Kumasi, and in Takoradi, and you are guaranteed your hotel, airport pickups, transfers, sizzling deals. You get all of that courtesy Waka Now. So book with them on the socials, wakanowghana.com on the website, and it's Waka Now Ghana on the socials, and you can get of course those things happening for you. But in the meantime, 67 years no assembly hall, please. Now, where do we start this conversation on bleaching from? Let's understand what bleaching in itself is first, then we can come to adding to the skin, because we use it in various quarters. So who's going to help us? Chris,
I'll do
start?
that.
Okay, yes.
So skin bleaching or skin lightening, skin whitening,
Yes.
Skin brightening,
Yes.
skin shading.
Yeah.
I don't know. The words are so diverse. So basically, it's a cosmetic procedure that aims at lightening the complexion of your skin. So it reduces it reduces the melanin content of the skin to a lower tone. So the melanin is what basically gives us that dark nature of our skin. And this same melanin is the same pigment that absorbs ultraviolet rays from the sun and helps us keep warm in certain parts, and also helps to change the ultraviolet rays to a more sensitive form that doesn't affect us negatively.
Sorry, listen, he just confused me.
No, listen.
Anyway, you back to the melanin conversation.
Yes. So you see people saying melanin and all that. So melanin is basically in the epidermis, right? The skin has layers. So Debs will show the image of the skin, and then we'll talk about that. So basically, these creams are supposed to remove that layer.
Hey.
To some go as much as removing that layer of skin away. Another also goes to inhibit the melanin from being produced. So if you are inhibiting the melanin, that gives you that skin color. And melanin, mind you, is also in your hair. So it gives your hair that dark color, whatever color it is. So you have melanin in your hair, in your eyes, and your skin. If it inhibits it, it prevents it from being activated. When you go into the sun, instead of it taking onto the sun and saying, I'm turning this into something good for the skin, you don't have to burn. You start getting the burning sensation where you have scarring. If you've seen it in somebody who's lighter skin, like the Caucasians, you realize that when they're in the sun for too long, they turn red. Sunburns. They get sunburns and all that. Even bikini burns and all that. So we, in this part of the world, we have so much of it that it prevents it from, though you are getting a sunburn, there's a mechanism in place that protects you from getting a sunburn. That's basically what the melanin does. And somebody has looked at this condition and said that I don't want it anymore. I want to be lighter than I am. So he's going to take a medication, either IV, a cream, a pill, that's going to help the person lighten their skin.
Okay, hold on right there. Let me ask you now. I'm sure you've engaged people who want to do this. What is the reason? Why the transformation from black to a dark chocolate skin to a lighter skin? Is financial gains? Is that what do you draw out of this?
Well, it's a host of so many factors.
I want to take it back to where this orientation comes from.
Okay.
Our brains usually learn from orientation, and we can't deny the fact that for centuries, white skin or fair-colored skin, there's this narrative that has been perpetrated to us as though it is
superior.
Yeah, there's this superiority, there's this preference, there's this prestige that is being attached to having a fair skin. Exactly. We have a lot of adages, we have a lot of, whether they are proverbs or whatever, that glorify women who are light-skinned. So silently, we have passed on that orientation. We have generations have been born and they've bought into this orientation that, oh, if you are fair-skinned, men like fair women, and they say men
just do it right. I mean, so, it's something that people say a lot. Yeah,
and we say it as, maybe cliche or just in passing, but some people actually buy into some of these orientations. It informs their identity, their persona, and then by the time you realize, now all your fixation is that I need to look like this preference, so that whatever validation that comes, in association with this skin color or this look, I will benefit from it. So many women or many men also who tend to alter their skin color, you realize that it comes from that background, and many of them don't even have any reason. It's just because they assume society prefers light-skinned people. So if you can't beat them, you join them. Kind of. And for me, as a clinician, it's also tells me a lot about your self-identity. And two things that can't coexist in a conversation of bleaching is self-love and bleaching. If you have enough self-love and you have accepted yourself, you have become very aware of yourself, it is very difficult for someone's orientation to have that strong influence on you, because you are more than just your skin color. What you are seeing, the aesthetics is just 1% of who I am. Getting to know the real deal, or your strengths, your weaknesses, what makes you who you are, is the bigger package than just how you look like.
In mentioning orientation, would you say that now things are a bit, maybe just a little bit different, also because people are now, accepting themselves for who they are? Melanin skin became a big deal maybe about a decade ago. People have started accepting themselves, though some people who bleached stopped bleaching and maintain their original complexion and all of that.
True. I won't say that change hasn't come. Over time, people are gradually beginning to accept themselves and forget about all these societal constructs that we've followed blindly. But there's still a lot of work to be done, because we are now in the age where everything has become very visual. And as much as we try to fight that syndrome, it is in our faces. Everything, the whole world is here on just this small tablet in your palm. So when I go online, I see so many versions of these narratives over there. Chris was talking about IVs, and now the dangerous ways that people are even trying to alter their skin. So you need a certain self-awareness to be strong in your character, that you will not fall for all of these things. Back in the day, there was no social media. So unless you see the person in person, before you say, oh, what do you use? You say, oh, I bought this cream, or I did this, I did that, I mixed this. But now I don't need to see you in person to ask you. It's over here.
So what are some of the processes that they go through to alter their skin? I know that you're using creams, but can you just run us through to understand how it's supposed to work?
It's a lot too. It's not just the cream. Now they are taking pills. They are drinking concoctions. They are having the IV that when you come to hospital, we'll put the drip on you. Now they have mixtures of those things in the drips, and then they put it on you. You lie in bed for a couple of hours, and it's infused into your bloodstream. And you are supposed to do this maybe for some sessions and get the desired complexion.
There are also some instant scrubs as well.
Yeah, there are
that
scrubs.
Will whiten immediately, and that's really scary, because it's literally peeling your first
People do
layer
acid
and-
baths.
What do you
But
say?
what I want to
People
understand
do
is
acid
Chris,
baths.
so
Acid bath.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
that as well.
what
true.
I want to understand is are people aware of the health implications of this? Because if it is, then I'm very sure the necessary authorities that govern when it comes to healthcare should write these things off. Are these drugs that are used and medications that are used? Are they, illicit drugs? I want to understand how that plays in society.
Okay, so years ago, FDA came out to ban some of these products, but their banning was based on one product, one constituent of these creams and these lotions. It was called hydroquinone. So any product that has hydroquinone in it was banned in Ghana.
Okay, that was the
FDA's way of trying to. By the time it was getting out of hand, and their way of trying to curb the menace was to take out some of these products from the market. But as I speak to you, these products are still on the market. FDA is trying their best, but they're also the borders are porous. People are bringing them in, and people know what they are buying. And I'm telling you, people are not just buying one; they are buying about 3 of them. Now, apart from hydroquinone, you've heard of mercury. The same mercury, you all have heard of mercury poisoning and all that. These products contain mercury. So it's going to seep down into your skin, into your blood vessels, and enters your bloodstream. They are going to get kidney failure. We talk about kidney failure here. It's going to lead to kidney failure. It's going to lead to the cancers. It's going to lead to the burning skin. So if you see somebody who has bleach, right, their face is really dark. It burns. They have these burns because the protective mechanism is gone.
There's a tree name.
So
for
is it like there's a lack of education on
That's a
this?
tree name for it.
Because I do not understand how you would want to engage in something that has a direct implication on your health and be ignorant about it and just proceed, because we've seen the end results of, and that brings to the question I want to ask about: is there a process to this that is okay, that you can do and it is safe?
No, the first idea, what came about was this. We realized that dermatologists will tell you that people will come with skin conditions, acne, on different levels, and we'll prescribe certain medications that's supposed to help with the acne. Now, these patients realize that though the acne is going, it's causing the patient to
Side
get a
effects.
bit lighter. The side effect of this same medication.
Steroids.
Got the steroids in it. That's my senior colleague is saying. So the
Hey,
corticosteroids,
from St. Peter's.
corticosteroids in this is going to help, it's going to lighten the skin a bit. So the patient realized that, okay, this medication that was given by a doctor, also, though it's doing the job of which, so I tell you within 5 days stop, or when we see the desire, we come for a review. You come for a review, say, okay, it's doing well, now let's stop, let's do a lifestyle change now. Let's find out what's causing the acne and all that, and we move on. You are not supposed to go back to that medication. But patients, stubborn in their nature, will go and buy the medication again and mix it with their creams that they are using. Upon my research, I realized that some young men, in order to aid the speed at which they want their skin to be toned, they add Parazone, bleach detergent, laundry detergent.
That's extreme.
They mix it with it.
Women
Charlie.
are
Say-
allegedly
Say men.
This is the question I was going to ask.
women
That's-
are allegedly pumping
Firstly,
their
did you say men?
buttocks.
Did you say men?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Women are allegedly pumping their buttocks for men. So what are men bleaching for?
Can you help us out?
Slay
For
Kings.
the aesthetics.
Aesthetics.
Yeah.
What type of
Why would you
aesthetics?
add bleach?
Yeah.
Like that's so strong.
Because
See
if
what it does to
you
clothes.
make an argument that men like fair ladies more, and so ladies seem to have a reason. I mean, the women always seem to have a reason or reasons why they do what they do. I'm wondering why the men are also
There's an issue
let
of
me-
with cosmetic manipulation, or should I say with harmful cosmetic manipulation. There's always an issue of lack of self-awareness and low self-esteem. It's psychologically recorded, so it's not exclusive to women, though it is more amplified within women and within society because of the visual expectation that comes on women. Right? Me this morning, I don't even know how my face looks like, and I literally don't care. But that's me, nice guy. Anyway, yes,
I
you understand?
I actually was coming to say something in light of what Cyril just said. But years back, if you look on our screens, all our movie stars were the fair, fine guys.
Okay.
I don't want to
I see
mention
where you're
names, but
going.
we all know these people.
Yeah.
And the girls were crushing and drooling over these guys
I see where you're going.
until the dark skinned guys also bullied themselves into the circle, and then we saw that so we can have a tall glass of dark chocolate.
God bless John Dumelo.
John Dumelo and Co.
John, I mean,
but John had been at it though. John had been at it.
Yes,
since
but
he was
John was
really
not getting
young.
the light. John was not getting the light skin attention.
Yeah, the spotlight wasn't on him. You can't compare the rush that Majid,
the fair guys.
Let's talk about it. So we are beating around the bush. I mean, clearly. So
remember when the light skin footballer came and all women in Ghana lost their lives?
Exactly.
Oh, Kevin Prince was.
And the goalkeeper, we had one goalkeeper,
where are the rest of the players?
Adam Kwarase or something.
Yeah.
And, where everybody was just screaming and everything over them.
ACN has been playing Black Stars since nobody was shouting. Kevin Prince Martin came one day and women went mad.
Oh please, I'm sure there were people who
why.
stole
Lenny,
dreams over
we also know. Lenny, I get your lawyer point, but don't say that. What we are saying is very true.
Yay.
Stephen Appiah, Agogo, Stephen Appiah, boys, Bobo, Magana, falling down, exercise, everything. Women never screamed anywhere. We all were in this Ghana. I beg you.
Okay, but let me ask. No, hold on. Cyril, hold on. There's a point I also want to ask. But let me ask. I beg, were those boys fresh or not?
They were fresh.
So what are we saying?
They were.
Which friends? The light skin?
No, the things we are saying, the attraction for light-skinned guys, even mentioned these top celebrities who are light-skinned and there's an attraction.
Yeah.
Question, were they ugly or they were fair? They were fresh boys. So if...
But they were not fresher than any dark-skinned person. But the Pro Max was the light skin.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I just want to clarify that. Not to say, listen, in God's eye, everybody's handsome and beautiful.
I beg you, don't know which lens God is wearing. don't do that.
So that one.
Don't do that. But you go like lying on God too much. Leave God.
Those boys are fresh.
Your mouth is full.
They were.
Yes.
They were. But like Cyril said, the light skin amplified them.
And
we had stars here. But Pele has been playing ball since, but his sons came and see how they are taking the shine. Not because they look
light skin.
Exactly, and then they add on to whatever swag that they
not Abedi Pele catching a stray bullet.
We make beans.
Sorry, sir.
You see Agogo play for Ghana, dedicated his life.
Sule Muntari.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, look at Muntari.
Sule.
He's an amazing footballer.
Yes, handsome guy. Oh, isn't he married to a supermodel? You think if like have you seen him on a billboard? Prince Martin didn't land at
I'm
Kotoka.
not saying anything.
Say it and see if I'll not launch this at you. Say it. Prince Martin didn't even enter the aeroplane. The announcement that he's coming. Have you seen that guy? The fair one. Some didn't even know what position if you put a gun to most women's head right now, what position did this guy play?
So there's a certain natural attraction to lighter skinned people, really? But you see, in this case, it's not necessarily about superiority. It's just about their looks. They look prettier.
I have a question.
Yes.
Light skinned guy.
Yes.
Dark skinned guy walks into an office. Same degree of qualification. Suit, everything on point.
Looking for a job as a front desk attendant.
Yes. Who would you pick?
I want to write a statement. I want to pick a statement from Trinidunas, but I'm afraid to use it.
I'll pick the dark skinned guy.
Lenny the liar.
Pick the dark
we are doing statistics.
You are saying it for the purpose of this conversation. We know you are doing it for the purpose of this convo.
I'm not. No, it's not about dating.
Because I remember,
Lenny, I remember the face of your company. Listen, don't be doing this.
When we're in school,
I was saying when we're in school.
A fair Niger boy.
Boss, Emeka, I mentioned Emeka on this studio before.
Why Emeka collected your girl?
No, Emeka tried to collect all the girls.
There's nothing. that.
Bloody Emeka.
I also had Emeka. I also had one.
Bloody Emeka. Emeka will not. Emeka will not sit down with his red lips and
Emeka. I said there's nothing that
Emeka for life.
Ghana boy can do to collect. They say Emeka the light skin Niger boy.
See, I was reduced to being the best English student in my class because of this. Because You have to have the poetic license.
Yes.
Come on.
Letters are written, words are composed.
Yes.
But my words to you express my desire for you.
Before
Pen goes to paper and ideas come to thoughts, I will always write letters like this to you.
It's okay.
Dark skin.
Hey!
Dark skin, I know.
It's okay.
Look at how he's suffering dark skin.
What are
features, man.
Yeah. Wait, but let me ask both of you. What are some of the products that people are using? I don't know. Like,
are we allowed to mention it?
No, not the brands, but maybe the compositions.
So how do we solve the problem?
Yeah,
because you can't mention a brand, Cyril. Okay, you can't.
We didn't say there's anything wrong with the brand.
Yeah,
the question is very neutral. What are they using?
What are you using?
Okay. They are using a lot of things.
We are not. Before you say, we are not condemning any brand. We are not judging any brand. We are just trying to ascertain which brands are being used. That's all. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, let me rephrase it.
There's no
let me rephrase it.
Yeah. Okay.
There might be also ignorance.
Yeah.
I may not know that this this product can cause skin, bleaching. So what should I be careful of?
Anything that contains this, anything that contains
before
that.
Because I cannot be blamed if all of a sudden you come here one morning and NJ is as light
yellow
as as yourself. Or
yellow bobo.
Yes, you would ask questions. Maybe I'm eating pawpaw and I didn't know that was what was causing me. I'm taking just to understand the constituents. Yes,
Pawpaw is the
pawpaw don't light skin. So okay, I'm chopping your I didn't chop your let me start chop your then start me black. Then you understand.
For example, to anybody listening to us right now, though we are laughing and we are all being jovial about it, this is a very serious issue with very long-term effects, short-term effects too. Any product that has hydroquinone inside,
Hydroquinone. Okay.
is out.
Okay.
Whether it's any cream, lotion that you take that product that has it, don't use it. Secondly, corticosteroids.
What?
Corticosteroids.
Don't mention it again. Chris, don't mention it.
Hey,
Glutanoin,
this product,
mercury, kojic acid, all these things.
corticosteroids.
Steroids.
I thought it said storics.
No,
So you were not listening to the second one. It's the cortico that you were listening to. That's why you not remember.
Corticosteroids.
Cortico.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steroids. Wait, he mentioned Kojic acid.
It's anti-inflammatory. That's why.
See, that's why I kept saying that. Some of these things are designed. Maybe you have inflammation on your skin. We give it to you to help with the inflammation.
But that place becomes light.
There's a duration to it. The place might get light. Then you realize that I don't know. I like what I'm seeing. Then you continue.
If more or less divide, one place.
So,
Chris mentioned Kojic acid, right?
Yes.
I wanted us to maybe dig deeper into Kojic acid. Also because there are soaps that are just strictly Kojic acid. You see that largely on the market now, where people are saying that you can use this to brighten your skin or lighten your skin, right? You see a lot of, vendors selling that, right? What is it with Kojic acid that shouldn't be used at all or shouldn't be used for a certain duration?
So basically, when we every time you hear the word acid, what comes to mind?
Bleaching, fading.
Very good. And you said one word.
Erosion,
The
corrosion.
person selling it to you, keeps saying it's for lightening. Now the word is not bleaching. If you go to any shop and you say I'm buying bleaching cream, you won't get. They won't sell it. They don't know what it is. They prefer to hear words like whitening, lightening, brightening, because then toning. Yeah. Oh, you are dark. It basically boils down to bleaching, right? The reason I'm saying that, let's see. So, kojic acid is derived from a fungi that is fermented, right? And this fungi is in rice. So kojic acid is got it from fermented rice. You can get it from fermented rice. Okay. When rice ferments, it's extracted from it as a fungi. And its job is to inhibit, the word, inhibit, stop, prevent melanin production.
Okay.
Simple. Its job stops melanin production. So you use it, whichever area you're using it on, or part of your skin you're using it on, is going to reduce the amount of melanin in that area. So you could use it even just on your lip if you feel like dark, and a person's lips turn red. Because it got to a point, I remember there was a period where everybody wanted red lips. Pink lips, sorry.
Pink lips.
And people were applying bleach to their lips.
Wow.
What's going on, please? What is all this?
People put toothpaste over their lips.
Wait, sorry, in the microphone.
Sorry.
People apply toothpaste.
Yeah.
For what?
Because it contains.
So as you brush your teeth, then just by extension of your teeth, apply over your lips and allow it to sit.
The calcium fluoride.
The whitening.
Most times you don't know. We think the information is not there, but there is a lot of information, but people are picking to choose what they want to gratify themselves. All this information is out there. This is not the first time people are talking about hydroquinone and all of these acids. Let me
fast forward to the effects now. Yes, so you I don't know, you're exposed to some ultraviolet rays or something. What are some of the effects? Is it cancerous? What are some of the things that happen if you constantly bleach?
One thing about health is that if you don't pay today, you'll pay sooner or later. So you may be getting a certain gratification now, and it's fine, you're looking good, all the pictures are nice, but in the long term, like I say, skin cancer is very prevalent, kidney diseases, immunity will be lowered. So you have people who bleach, they're always sick. They're always having headaches. They're having, autoimmune diseases. Because, like I said, they now there's even IV that they do, and it's on Instagram. Sometimes I go online and I see some of these things, and it's been advertised. FDA people are there. They see all these things. So if you're putting an IV that has pseudo collagen or whatever, they put all names to these things, and then you it's being infused into your bloodstream. Hey, my darling, you are bold.
With this, because Chris ran through some of the things that have adverse effects on the skin when you used to bleach, can we also look at the natural ones, right? To make your skin look, they will say it will make your skin look healthier, make it look nicer, better, all of that. Also in promoting skincare, right, and skin health. So they will say turmeric, carrot, lemon, all of these. There's even huintia, all of these other ones as well. Should the person resort to using those either by drinking or topical application? Is that also a bad thing?
It's not entirely a bad thing, because everything we eat has adverse effect on our appearance. Even water. If you start drinking a lot of water, your skin will change.
Clears up.
It will you start seeing some glow, you start seeing a brighter appearance of your skin. So if carrot, for instance, has the natural form of collagen and keratin, so you can eat carrots, and as it is giving
if you eat
it's
so much carrot, your tongue becomes orange, your eyes become orange, your skin becomes
too much
orange.
of everything is bad, actually. So now we are trying to establish balance. That because carrots can make your skin look nice doesn't mean morning to evening the only thing you're eating is carrot. But we can add some of these things to our meals. Turmeric is a spice, you can cook with it, and when you eat it over time, it will tell in the appearance of your skin. So we can use these things as healthy and medicinal purposes, but not because we want to brighten our skin at all costs. So now the fixation is on me looking a certain way and not the health benefits that I'm getting from these these products. Ghana is blessed with a lot of these things. Ghana is blessed. Rosemary, there's carrot everywhere. Even in your backyard, you can grow carrots. There are so many things that we can do. I am big on hydration, drinking water. if you start increasing hydration for 1 week, do it for 21 days. If you're able to do it for 3 months, your skin will start telling you that,
thank you,
I'm grateful.
Wow. I think I need to add more water. I'm already drinking a lot of water now. I'm trying. It's helping me also pee constantly.
Yeah. And water itself does not, it goes to help a lot of things. Brain health. Water reduces the risk of burnout. If you are not hydrating properly, you realize that you are constantly feeling tired. You wake up, you can't even sleep 8 hours, but you wake up and it's like you just came back from a fight. Because your body is burning out. Physiologically, you are burning out. Exactly. If you don't put water in your car, or your car doesn't have enough hydration, you start having overheating and all those things. That's what happens to the body. But because the body has a certain threshold, it will give you gap. It will give you room to continue misbehaving until the day it decides that, you know what, I'm going to mess you up. And that day, you never can tell.
How about tanning? I hear a lot of conversations about bleaching.
You want to talk about this?
But rarely do I hear people talk about tanning, which is equally the same process or processes, required to darken your skin. So you see relatively lighter people or, white people. Some say they want to sit under the sun to get tanned. Some people buy tanning products to tan their skin. Interestingly, when I was coming to work this morning, as though the Instagram algorithm knew we were going to have this conversation, I saw a very beautiful brown skin lady who was just showing her clients how to tan their skin. And she was applying the cream, and the thing was turning into some dark brown, coffee color, something. Is there something wrong with that?
Okay. So the idea of tanning, the foundation of tanning itself was not medical.
Hey.
It's not beneficial.
And it was not intended for us.
It was not intended for us. Somebody saw the way we looked, wanted it. The same way we see them and we want to look like them. That's what they are basically doing. Because you go to the beach, you lie in the sun, you get up and go, and you look like you are glowing. And the worst part is, have you seen a black person swim and come out of water before? The skin.
It's white.
It doesn't turn white. It has this baby feel,
almost purplish.
Like hydration.
That's a cast.
Yes, so the person comes out of water, usually the lady looks like amazing because he spends so much time in water. Even when you wash, you do laundry for a long time.
But doesn't that depend? Because sometimes when you come out, you look white. Like dry.
No, you're over African.
No, not white as in fair.
I'm saying once, right? I don't.
Ashy, yeah.
No, when you come out, you stay out small for long and you don't cream yourself. Then you look like
that moment, even the shower, like
you
step out of the shower and you look in yourself in the mirror, you're gonna see that there's so much hydration in the skin that is glowing per se. They look at that and be like, I want this. Because do you know for a fact that Caucasians themselves, the skin tone of a Caucasian, it's not really that nice. When you get up close to it, someone get up close to you, right? It's not really as you see it. They do makeup.
Yeah.
A lot of makeup. Because they have, we talk about collagen and elastin, right? These two things are in the skin. That helps the skin to stretch and come back. When you disrupt that system, it means that skin is going to stretch and not come back. So you realize people who are bleaching and tanning and stuff, you realize that they get within 5 or 6 years, they look older than they're supposed to. Because the skin has expanded, you are smiling, you are doing a lot of, as you move, your skin is stretching.
Losing elasticity.
As the weather is getting cold and hot, the skin is stretching and contraction and realization. Now it's not going to come back because the elastin and then the collagen effect is gone.
It casts.
It's like a loose tire. It's not going to come back. A rubber band that you've been stretching for so long, it's not going to come back. Nothing you do is going to bring it back.
Oh, this thing you said, we'll discuss another thing with it. That one will be another Tuesday.
There was an image I wanted us to see of
Yeah.
the effects of some. I took pictures of some clients with their permission to show us like what has happened after they've used some of these products over a number of years.
Wow. Okay, so production, can we have that on the screen now if you can get that on?
And even I wanted to show this image of this model. Remember years ago there was a model that came bald, dark lady, I think from Kenya or somewhere. She was on Vogue magazine and everything. She was dark.
Forgotten the name, a slim lady.
Kes or something. Kes White. She has a name. She became Miss Universe even.
Okay.
With a bald head. And it took the world by storm because And I listened to some of the deliberations people were talking about the period, and someone made a statement, a white lady made a statement that it's as if we took her from Africa and put her on the stage.
Wow. Let's watch this video. I know, right? Let's watch this video right back.
Hydroquinone, steroids, lead, and mercury are some of the substances often found in skin lightening products. But as women and men bleach their skin to appear lighter in complexion, doctors say they should be aware of the side effects.
Skin is the largest organ of the body. And under your skin, and where you have a lot of blood vessels. So when you apply these creams all over the body, because a majority of them do it from the face, the hands, they are absorbed in the bloodstream. And since some of these creams they use for bleaching contain metals, heavy metals like mercury, lead, they are absorbed in the bloodstream. And they affect your brain, they affect your kidney, and they also affect your liver.
Professor Daly says when people bleach their skin, they inhibit the production of melanin, a dark brown to black pigment which can protect skin from UV radiation. People who bleach their skin become susceptible to developing skin cancer. Medical experts say, among other things, the long-term use of whitening cream with topical steroids can lead to hypertension and elevated blood sugar. Creams that contain hydroquinone may be safe in specific doses, but only for a limited amount of time. However, when used for extended periods or in high concentration, they can have side effects such as ochronosis, a rare skin condition marked by blue or black discoloration due to a buildup of acid.
The infectious complications can be easily treated, but the complications such as diabetes, hypertension, renal failure, these complications are so severe that patients will need lifelong follow-ups.
Medical professionals.
Well, so that's a short documentary on there, given us just highlighting. Shocking. Yeah, short and shocking. But there's some pictures I'm told. Can we put those photos up as well? I beg your pardon. But that's worrying. Did you see the lady with the?
Crazy. So this lady has vitiligo.
Yeah.
Right. You know her. Winnie Harlow. And until she came on the front page of magazines as a model conference.
Alekwek.
I think that's the next image we have. Until she came, this condition was something that people used to apply makeup to cover up or bleach their skin to tone everywhere else.
So everywhere is the same.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's true. I remember the story.
Yeah.
So but this is beautiful though. I've seen someone like that before.
Yeah, it's in Ghana here.
Yeah.
People have it in Ghana here. And do you know people are acquiring now? People are acquiring now because of the creams they are using. People are having this condition, patches. You see it, patches. Genetically, they were not like that.
Like that.
Yeah. What the product they are using is causing that. So I always tell people, my patients, that as soon as you see signs like that, stop changing, going back and forth with your creams and your lotions.
Yeah.
Olivia said something, boys are bad, they don't worry themselves with these things.
Yeah, just it.
But that's also not good because you need to moisturize.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to say that guys, if a guy gets one cream, Vaseline, Vaseline for men, or he gets a product, and it works for cocoa butter, shea butter.
Shout out to Queen Elizabeth, man.
He even uses it for his hair. The same cream. You just apply the same thing.
Bro, I don't like how you're talking about me, bro.
Queen Elizabeth, man. But dog, what about Nkuto?
It's amazing.
Best.
Natural.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I am actually excited about this because at first I wasn't really excited about using shea butter, but as I think I traveled, and for the period I was there, I think I was using shea butter, and I started seeing its effects, and I think it's just, I don't know why that hasn't become a subject of discussion. Of course,
branding.
No,
it doesn't. Branding.
I don't think the weather has anything to do with it. I think that in everything you have to, in moderation, right? So the proportions matter. If you slather shea butter on, knowing that it's really the sun is hot, right? You are going to step out. Obviously, you'll be greasy and all of that. So just just moderately apply your shea butter and go your way. Do you understand? If you want to slather, you can do that in the night and then maybe go to bed. That one is you and your sheets and your pillowcases.
The word again.
This is slather.
Smear.
Oh. So is it a word? Pomade. So what do you do with pomade? We cream ourselves.
Cream yourself, yes.
Sometimes Lenny does this, I don't understand.
Sorry, if you cream yourself.
I want to ask.
Association.
Is there a conspiracy theory to the African weather or the weather in the tropics compared to traveling abroad? Because for some reason, people seem to have their skin look better.
Please help us with this.
And they like, hey, who took why are you fresh?
It be crazy go China. Wait.
See, this topic, I also got the same. Until I traveled.
Yes.
When winter came, I realized that the skin was skinning. Because I'm dark.
Yes.
Yeah. But when I was there, there was a bit of shade of the dark. Yes. But what back no. It's a product too.
Yeah.
But I've also realized something too, that so I did a bit of research, ask why it's so, and I realized it's I think it's development. Because I came from an environment where you hardly see sand and dust. You don't react, and most of the things you are vehicle to train, to the taxi, and where I'm walking, just trees and pavement.
The consistency of the weather. A big up. Yeah.
But I realized that the same weather, when it's summer, my skin got back to the way African like I was in Ghana. Because you were sweating. It was hot. And their hot is not our hot too.
The melanin in your skin is also responsible for pigmentation. So access to UV, the same UV is supposed to protect. The same sun that is protecting you from the UV,
vitamin D
and all that. The consistency you are going to get in Edmonton is not the same one you get at Pokwasi. So
what's it in Pokwasi? Am I ordering?
You understand? So that's also part of the reason.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to touch on it.
I'll say it's the ecosystem, and even though we are dark people, when you expose yourself to the sun, there's still a slight percentage of tanning that goes on, and we don't have that amount of sunshine up there abroad. So it's one of the factors. And like Chris was saying, there's a lot of dust in Ghana. There's a lot of exhaust fumes. You don't see these things abroad. You know, they cherish their climate. They are keeping their climate very sanitized. We are not doing that here. So the moment you come back, the sun itself is going to hit your skin, and then the other factors also are going to also come in.
So can we take advantage of the
you just came back,
Hamatan?
right?
Yes.
When you were entering like Africa, when the flight was entering Africa,
the plane was shaking.
Did the cabin get hot?
The plane was
got warmer.
Yes, it gets warmer.
It got warmer, right?
Yeah. Naturally.
I thought it was only me.
That's how hot.
Yeah.
Because when I left Beijing, I was coming. When I got to Ethiopia, it was late, so fine. The weather is cooler because mountainous region. Yeah. But when we left Ethiopia, as we went through the curve, like West Africa, entering West Africa, all of us started taking off our winter jackets, our hoodies. Like you're an ACO.
Yeah,
show no.
Very true.
No, one lady was in there, but the lady was like, "Oh, you drew."
Kristen, I think. Okay, all right,
please,
sure.
So, adding to that, right? So, are you saying that seasons like Hamatan and rainy seasons and whatnot seem to give us an alley oop to some of these?
Yes. For example, we are in rainy season. We are supposed to be in rainy season.
Yeah.
The few rain that fell, you could realize that people's skin was looking good. It was like because when the sun is don't sweat a lot. Yeah, and if you're hydrating that period, it really helps. So I've been advocating that even people who sit in ACs a lot, you need to hydrate more than even the people working in the street.
Because it dries you out.
Because the AC mechanism actually extracts water from your skin. Yeah. It's a dehydrating effect. That's why most offices they have the humidifier. Ice chest, no ice chest.
Lenny,
leave my tongue.
Have you seen Lenny's this thing?
Lenny's ice chest.
Hey,
the ice chest.
Okay,
wow.
very well.
I drink a lot of water.
I said. So our closing this one, our closing remarks to anybody listening to us, those who are bleaching. Your skin is beautiful. Whatever you were born with is beautiful. Please keep it. to every square, there's a hole for it. To every peg, there's a hole for it. So you don't want to fit into something else that you are not. It will reverse, because these things are financially draining. The more you keep doing these things, the more effect you are getting, and the more you're going to spend at the hospital. Whereas somebody who is walking around, I always use men as an example. The ladies, look at the guys. The same people that you claim you are doing for, or the guys, the same people that you claim you are doing for, they don't really care.
I was wrapping this up with a question, but it's a bit intimate, and somebody might think it's just being naughty. But there are is it because there are certain parts of the human body that are lighter? Is it because of sun access? Or
yes. Okay. Yeah, and some people are bleaching their vaginal areas, their penile areas.
Wow.
Some people are bleaching their anal cavity. May come out. Yes, because I think I'm the only person who can say some of these things and get away with it.
Yeah. If I say it, yeah. Oh, okay.
So I'm saying those who have been bleaching their anus and their butt and their armpits.
Now what we
are doing too much, really.
Thank you very much. Our time is up. We would have to wrap it up.
You know why they're doing that? Because you know where you're going there, it's like eating kelewele at night. You don't look.
You don't know where.
Just go. So you need your light.
Wrap it up for us. In your line of work and experience, what would you advise, as well, with some of these procedures that people, go through?
Okay, so in the light of Mental Health Awareness Month, I would like to say that we need to beef up our self-awareness. We are currently in a dispensation where self-awareness is going low. When you ask the random person, tell me about yourself. After their name and maybe their age, they get blank. They don't know.
But they know their Instagram followers.
Hey. So you need to first of all know yourself, be aware of yourself. Yes. Consider yourself as one of the people you have to love, and invest in that appreciation of yourself. Take yourself like an investment. Everybody that goes to invest, we are looking for investments that appreciate and increase our returns. So take yourself like an investment on a daily basis. Do the things that elevate your self-esteem, your confidence. If you need to go for therapy, go for therapy. If you need to start unlearning certain behaviors to unbecome and become, this is the time to step out of your comfort zone and do those things. You can bleach, you can change your skin color, but what is inside here
still remains.
Does not leave you until you do something. So many people will bleach, but they are still traumatized. They will bleach, but they are still broken souls. Once the cameras and the lights goes off, they shut themselves out, they cry,
then before you know they've killed themselves
in
their room.
To themselves. So at the end of the day, the aesthetics don't buy you peace until you build a system of peace for yourself.
That's a bar. The aesthetics don't buy you
Thank you very much.
I like that.
We're back here same time tomorrow, but the part I leave is that stop bleaching your private parts. Stop bleaching your private parts. Stop bleaching your vagina as well. And to the men as well who are engaged in this, stop it. Your health is important. His name is Jay, and we are out.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Malta Guinness.